going in and out. Anyways, check out our links, like and subscribe. Apparel here to give you more of this crazy so I'm talking to you, obviously I'm driving, so my eyes is more focused on the road. That's why I have you exactly on the road. It may look like I may be looking at you, but literally I'm looking at what's behind you. Alright? So, yeah. Let's get the talking ready. I gotta call a friend. I forgot to call him yesterday, so I gotta try to call him today. So this live is not gonna be that long. You're here, like, subscribe. You're not, you'll watch it later. Either way, you'll be on my channel. Either way, it's gonna be watched sometime. Alright, where there's one viewer, that's one person I've helped. You know? If not more. Yeah, so like, subscribe, just leave out of there. You know what's going on. Alright, so what is going on? Oh, I promised you a video, and this is what's going on right now. I don't know if you can see it, but the video is downloading, and the reason why I didn't give it to you last night like I was supposed to is because yo, brother man ran into some issues. Good issues. Nope. My shop is a DIY, do-it-yourself, in the spirit of YouTube, right? So YouTube allows us small content creators, right? That's what we call ourselves, to be able to put out content to help others as we ourselves are documenting our journey on how we got started, right? Hopefully you like it, hopefully you subscribe, hopefully you become a member, hopefully you do all of the above to help grow the channel, because as we grow, also I have something new that just came up, a new equipment. We're gonna talk about it. Remember, we're gonna focus this whole month. It's gonna be focused on let's see if there's any comments in here. All right, no comments yet. All right, so this whole materials, sublimation, you know? All right, cool. I think the true name is Sublimation Printing. All right. So, without further ado, let's get talking. So, I won't stay too long, and I can call my friend. All right. He's also soon to be a content creator. I don't know if he's already started his channel, which is why he's trying to talk to me, or if he's good to go and he's like, let me know, you know. But either way, it is what it is. Levi Apparel, like and subscribe. Alright, I'm gonna keep saying that. So, time to talk about sublimation. We're gonna focus. I'm gonna basically name out the topics so I can stay on topic. The first thing we're gonna talk about is what happened to download the sublimation printer conversion, right? And also what happened to the video that was supposed to be put on, you know, the whole of the sublimation that was supposed to go on, the print heckling that was supposed to happen. All right, so we'll focus on those three topics for now, and then later on we're gonna bring some more topics, and then I'm gonna wrap it up with a few information for you, and then give you what's coming up that's new, that's gonna be for next month. Right? But yes, yeah, so also this live is to hold me accountable with this whole business thing I got going on, because I have a normal 9 to 5. I'm making money. I really don't need to supplement my income because I'm able to do that with overtime at my job, by getting a little bit of cash. So it's a really good job, and where I'm at, you know, with a unionized job, like that location doesn't hold me hostage because I can move around the different areas of where I work. And if I have a degree towards the area I want to go, I can only start, you know, before I start this t-shirt gig. And the reason why is because I have family. So relying on a business that may or may not succeed was not something I had in mind. But I always wanted to have my own t-shirt shop. As a matter of fact, I want to have my own, what do you call it? My own art studio. So yada yada, you know what I'm saying? To just get myself out there, my name out there, and eventually start pricing out my prints that I do. Whether it's from using whether it's graphic designing, prints, or handmade paintings or drawings that I would do. That was the whole goal. However, what ended up happening was so I went to the hospital because hospitals are everywhere. Anywhere you go, you can get a hospital job. So it was something that was a little bit more secure. Majority of hospitals have unions. So once you get in, you're good to go. There's pensions or 401ks, all these different benefits. You know? So I was doing the 9 to 5, you know, while doing the whole school. And things were great. And then, by the time I was living in an apartment, I wanted to get out of the apartment. I didn't know how to. And eventually I migrated to YouTube. While watching YouTube, people have to help you succeed, and also anything that's not business related, that's just getting your mindset right, getting your finances right, getting yourself right. It's just different things for different people. I gravitated towards that. Eventually, you know, I wasn't so much into watching YouTube, but I used to watch it off and on. I started working out. This was years ago, possibly a good 10 years ago. No, actually, 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah, it was 10 years ago. Yeah, 10 years ago. So, yeah, upon doing all those things, like, eventually I joined the Army because I wanted a little bit more of an edge because I was going to school, and eventually I started getting into classes that was a little bit more expensive than what I could afford. I usually take one class per semester or whatever I get for rent for financial. Anyways, renting is coming, don't worry. So now I did the whole Army gig. Yesterday I told you how I saw this guy selling t-shirts. Man, one shirt was 35 bills. He was selling it to like 200 people, you know, plus. And he was still charging 35. I'm like, what the hell? This dude is making a killing if he gave it to like 100 people, right? That's a lot of money, right? I'm horrible at math, so all right, let's see if we can figure this out. 2 zeros, 35, put the 2 zeros back, that's $3,500, right? This guy's making. And I'm like, yo, that is a lot of money for t-shirts. He didn't discount it, nothing. He was just getting his money, you know? And I saw the shirt and I thought to myself, wait a minute. This is what I do. I draw. This is a drawing. And bam, a light flashed and I said, I can do this. You know, eventually I left camp, went home, and then I got more involved into watching YouTube. At the time, I wasn't focused on YouTube for, you know, how to start a t-shirt business. I was focused on YouTube on like how to spiritually grow, right? Physically, mentally, and financially. I got all the channels I wanted, but eventually YouTube always sends you that extra video that you never thought you'd watch and change your life. There's this guy, Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, that said, if you want to succeed, you gotta have a business. Hey, what's going on? All right. Be the Difference Printing says, hey Levite, what's going on? All right, so what eventually happened was I followed that book to the T, read it 6 times, subscribed to the channel that they had on YouTube, started reading every book they had about like business concepts, how to start a business, how to do a business at home. And the main focus he had was, hey, don't lose your day job. As a matter of fact, if you still have your job, make it as your leverage so you can eventually get out of this rat race, right? You have a job. Go keep your job. Go to IRS, start a DBA, doing business as. Like first, brainstorming, what is your passion? What do you like to do? Obviously, I like art. So I was like, you know what? I want to do something in art. But I knew just selling paintings was going to make me money. Because everybody sells painting. They barely make money. And when they do, that painting's got to be at least a good 200 and they barely sell me any. You know, it depends on what kind of painting you do. Who you subscribe to for your networking process to actually get to the customers that needs the art. And what ended up happening was, right, by watching YouTube, it was throwing me to some odd videos. But one thing that catch my eye was like the t-shirt industry, screen printing, and eventually sublimation. Now, while watching the sublimation process, right, I'm gonna skip all that stuff that I learned for other things. I'm just gonna focus on sublimation. While watching the sublimation process, it prompted me to continue doing prints on sublimation. Eventually, I would start my own t-shirt business, t-shirt channel, and start teaching and talking about t-shirt. But this is really a journey for my business, how I'm documenting every moment of what's going on and holding myself accountable by doing something that businesses normally do. And a lot of you guys who do lives don't realize that you're doing. Every business normally has something that's called daily minutes or monthly minutes. They come together daily or weekly or monthly, sometime yearly. And they brainstorm and talk about the business, what's going on in the business, how they can do this, do that. And that's basically what we're doing right now. I'm brainstorming, I'm talking about the business, and I'm actually making this more of a habit. By making this more of a habit, eventually, psychologically, I'm gonna grow this business because this is going to be something that's natural for me to do, you know? So, once I got into the whole t-shirt business, and I started doing sublimation, I started learning other processes, which is why I got this sublimation printer, right? I tell you, it's all gonna wrap up right now. So while having this sublimation printer, I've run into some issues. Those issues are the fact that, yo, this thing was used, and the guy said he had printed like more than 1,000, but I think that he's probably lying, because how he talked was a little bit vague. I think he probably printed at least close to 2,000 prints or more, you know, with this printer. Why do I know? Because there's a video I'm trying to like download for you guys right now, right? So I was trying to get it. All right, cool. So literally the video is ready. Bam, it's ready. So I'm gonna post it after this. You're gonna see it. But yeah, so and this live's not gonna be long. In a couple minutes I'm gonna end it, so I'm gonna have to wrap up what I'm saying. So as we were talking like about the whole printer, right? Also, I'm gonna do a video. No, I'm gonna talk about that later. That's gonna be up and coming. Okay, cool. So back to the printer. So what happened with the printer I got, the Epson 7620 from eBay, because remember, I already started the t-shirt biz. I'm trying to start this whole sublimation process, you know, and I figured, you know what, my Epson 7710, I converted. It used to be sublimation, but I converted to DTF to do 13 by 19. So now I had to use another printer, because I could have converted back to sublimation, but it does the DTF work so lovely that I don't want to do that. I want another printer, right? So now I got this Epson 7620, trying to use it for sublimation. I got it off of eBay. Now, mind you, the guy sold it as is, said there was issues with it a little bit, but he didn't have much issues. He's selling it, but I think otherwise. I believe, based on how I got the printer, and when you see the video on what's going on, right? You had the chain for the video, I mean for the print head, right? The rubber belt for the print head that usually has a print head going back and forth was really loose. It was giving all these type of errors, right? On top of that, the ink on the printer itself was clogged. On the print head, the ink was clogged. So there was no way of being able to like do prints. So I had to declog the printer. I mean, a printer like that, the reason why all these things are happening is because no one gave it TLC, right? Tender loving kid. So a normal person just prints. When the printer says it doesn't want to print anymore because there's issues, they just either throw it in the trash, or they get another printer, or they just give it to somebody that they know could probably put it together by bringing it to a printer area that will clean it up. Or they put it on eBay or Amazon. No, actually eBay, because Amazon, if your stuff's not working, they don't want it on there, you know? So yeah, so they put it on Amazon. A lot of time the printer's fine, but they've left it sitting there, not doing nothing, and the ink on the print heads, right? The little nozzles that drips out the ink, it gets clogged, and once it gets clogged, that's it. for a normal person. It's not going to print. It's going to keep sending you blank prints every time, all the time. But I know how to remedy this. So what I did was, and this is why I didn't post the video. So this is the first section of the three topics. I didn't post the video because there was a lot I had to do. Eventually I got tired of trying to figure it out. I figured it out this morning, you know, after having a little bit of rest. Now the printer is working, but I had to do a video on the issues of why it wasn't working. So that's the video I'm trying to finish downloading right now, right? This is why it's good not to toss your extra, what do you call it, cell phone away, because it's a really good camera, and the features it has, right? Just do factory reset, so it's just blank. It has internet capability. It can upload your videos. It can go on Instagram, all those things, right? You can use a tablet for it, but why purchase a tablet when you just upgrade to a new phone and you have a perfectly good, somewhat of a tablet, right? Which is your phone, your old phone that you could use. So videos going up after this live, and you'll get to see what happened, right? Now I was supposed to I was supposed to talk about Oliver Prince. How did it go? I was supposed to post that video. That video didn't happen because the issues of the printer not being able to print, right? But I'm hoping by tonight it does get print. I did a few things on it. You're gonna see on the video. So it will print, and then tonight I'll just do a video of it printing and eventually show you the all over sublimation printing, right? That's what happened. All right, topic number 2 done. Topic number 3. Snap, I forgot what it was. Sublimation. What's going on? I do plan on doing a sublimation video on printers, different type of printers that's available. And oh yeah, I think I said, should you get a new printer or buy eBay? If you are not up to fixing printers, you don't want anything to do with like touching it, you just want it to print off the box, do not get a refurbished print. Do not get a converted printer, right? And definitely don't get a used printer, especially from eBay, because while you're doing those conversions, you're gonna run into issues like I ran into. You're not gonna know what to do, and if you don't have time for all that, listen, just get you a Sawgrass printer, or get you one of those EcoTank printers, and you're good to go. All right, or just get you one of those Epson F570. Woo-wee, I want one of them bad boys. Oh man, but I gotta stay back a little bit. That's why I had to learn about sublimation tiling, because I'm like, okay, well, I already have a large format printer that can print large things. If I get another one, the wife's gonna go berserk, because where am I gonna put it? Right? My shop is already small because I put so many machines in there. So that's why I have the Epson 7620, because it can do large prints, not too large, but it gets the job done. And if I need larger prints, I can do tiling. All right, so that's what's going on as far as sublimation. I need to hurry up, so I call my friend. What's coming up? So I have forever Subly, what do we call it, you know, sublimation things I can do. I have a Reveal S paper to do sublimation on it again, but there's no more. They don't sell Reveal S. I think it was because all the issues people were having on printing on film. A lot of it was coming out. They didn't know how to press it and all that. They have the right pressure. So I won't talk about it since you can't get it. All right, so that's up and coming. But number one we gotta get done is the all over prints. We'll do first a 8x11 print. All over, we're gonna focus on that. I know I'm prepping the Epson 7620 just to use a smaller printer. I just need the print to be fine, and then I can move on to that. And then after that, the following day, I'll do an Epson 7620 all over print. And then from there, I'll do different substrates and things that you can do with it to wrap up the month with the video. All right. Now up and coming. I will be doing an unboxing, preferably next month, beginning of next month, and we're gonna be talking all about those pin bottom machines, right? So do I have one I can show? Yeah. So we're gonna be talking about pin bottom machines, the ones that make these, right? So see, backing and all that. So I got that coming up. I already got it. Amazon already delivered it as we speak. I already put it inside the shop. So we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be doing some stuff on that, right? So I got plenty of content coming up. Meanwhile, I'm gonna continue doing the lives as much as I can, except for the Sabbath. Right? In case you didn't know, I follow, right? I consider myself an Israelite, right? Tribe Levite. But if you want to go into like what faith I follow, I guess in modern time it would be considered Messianic, right? Messianic just means Messiah, right? Or messenger. Jew is like Judeo faith or whatever, and you know that's what I do. That's why you saw me celebrating Feast of Dedication, right? That's John 10:22. That's what Christ did. I'm gonna be showing you other things I celebrate. Also coming up, I'm gonna be using the Cricut, right, to do cards, because the holy days that I celebrate, not a lot of, it's not mainstream, so they don't commercialize it. So there's no cards out for it to just say happy. Feast of Dedication be considered Hanukkah, right? So yeah, there's not a lot of people that celebrate some of these things that I celebrate. That's in the scriptures. You know, I celebrate the actual holy days. But yeah, so I have a lot coming up, and just stay tuned. This is Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. I said this wasn't gonna be too long. I wanted to keep up either 31 minutes or lower, so I'm doing that. Levi Apparel. Like and subscribe. Peace. All right, more videos coming up.